Okay, good evening, good morning, or even good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. If you're here live, very welcome to you. And of course, if you're joining us on the replay, hope you enjoy this. So, my name is Leandra, face behind the page, as they say, here, sending out all these crazy posts, hopefully inspiring too. And I am a physio by background, but I'm also a property entrepreneur and a very proud online business owner. And it's been going very well. I'm a very busy person, but the idea is to be able to start, let's say, adding to my streams of revenue. Sorry, my phone here is buzzing. Let's silence that. Yeah, apologies. Increase my streams of revenue and to allow me to step away from the physically demanding and very time consuming things that I do. And as much as I love it, I can't do it forever. So that's why I found this incredible opportunity within the online business space, which we're going to be exploring even more with our very special guest today, Dr. Dharani. I will let her introduce herself. Please take the floor.
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course. Thank you, Leandra. Thank you very much for having me. And hello, everyone. I am Dr. Dharani Subramanian. I am the face of the page, Dr. Dharani Smartbiz, and I am a general practitioner. I work in the UK. And just as Leandra said, we are part of this business community of online business owners, just like exactly what she said, like in our busy life, we do a lot of things, and just to generate a second revenue, we are all doing this as a side hustle. And thank you so much for having me, Leandra. We're going to talk a little bit more about our business today.
Absolutely, yes, and thank you so much for fitting us in and inviting us into your very busy schedule. Okay,
That's
awesome.
okay.
So to open up, I guess I was just really interested to know what was it that made you consider looking outside of what you already do, because you have a very respectable role being a general practitioner, and some people would say, well, why would you even be looking for an additional income? How did it all come about?
Yes, absolutely. And this is a very common question that is being asked. As you said exactly, being a general practitioner is very fulfilling. There is no doubt about that. There's no question that it's not a good job. It's a stable job. But at the same time, being a doctor or any healthcare professional can get a little bit hectic, isn't it? Our hours are long, and our
Yeah.
workload is never ending. Like we never finish on time. Not a single day that I have finished work on time.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, that the stress of that like got to me. Like slowly, it kind of builds up over time. And I was taking that stress home, and it was I was reflecting that on my family and my daughter. I have a teen. Can imagine like having a stressed teen and a stressed mom. It's not a good combination. And I was like at a point in my life where like I can't keep going like this. I need to reduce my hours to have some sort of like um, a mental stability or some sort of like time more for myself and time more for my family, for my daughter especially. And that's when I thought, okay, I have to do something else that is not so stressful, something that could be more flexible, something that I
Mhm.
can do in my own time rather than my employer dictating the time for me. So, what better way than to do something online than you want something flexible to work from home, isn't it? That's the way the world is
Yeah,
going. And when I was
absolutely.
thinking that, funnily enough, I saw an ad in Facebook of another GP just like myself doing this business for some time and doing really well. And that made me like curious about it. I looked into it, and here we are. Yeah, it's going really well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you
Mm,
you took that step, because sometimes taking that step alone can be quite scary, but
yeah,
you saw, I guess, someone
that's right.
that you resonated with, and
Mm, yeah.
amazing. Fantastic. And so, I mean, I guess what a lot of people tend to ask, and I'm sure they ask you as well, is so what is
Yeah.
the nature of the business? What is it? How does it work?
Yeah, exactly. To say it's in a simple way, we are online marketers, we're digital marketers, and we do affiliate marketing for a company. But when people think of marketing, you straight away think, okay, I have to go find customers, talk to people, ask my friends and family, and various other things. But we don't have time for that. So we are parents, we are working professionals. So that's not what we do at all. So what we do is social media attraction marketing, where people find us rather than us going and finding people. And we have a program where, like, anybody with no background or no tech knowledge or anything, doesn't you don't have to be like experienced with any business or anything. You're able to start from scratch because our program gives you a mentor. You get a one-to-one mentor, and you get a coach, and you have training for all the social media platforms, which are all self-directed. You can learn in your own time, and in your own pace. So you can do it at like maybe after work, or if you have more times in the weekends. So you're in control of when and how much you're doing it. So and it is quite very simplified training, which I found very useful, because someone like me who didn't know anything apart from medicine, I haven't done anything in the online space. So I was able to set everything up from scratch, and have a website, have like social media platforms, and advertising in social media platforms, and talking live in Facebook, like just what we are doing now. So that's what helped
Amazing.
me, like having that coach and mentor who guide me through it under our training system. So if anybody who joins our
Yeah.
system, who, if you are like us with no experience, don't worry about it. We've got you covered with everything.
Absolutely. And it's fantastic. And what I'd like to add to that, like what you said about having, your website and everything, that's not something that we even have to do ourselves. It's not even something that we
No.
have to learn to do through the training, because we have a whole
Yeah.
tech team, don't we? That we
Yeah.
submit our information to, and within a couple of days we've got funnels, websites, and all sorts of things set up. So
Yeah.
that's incredible. And they're literally setting up
Yeah.
an automated business that can work, whilst we're elsewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
fantastic for busy professionals. So it's not something that you have to take time out of your work
No.
from. You don't have to have a massive sacrifice. Like you said, you can fit it around what you're doing
Yeah.
in manageable chunks. That was one of the most that was one of the attraction points, I should say, for me as well. Most definitely. There's no timeline. Do it as you're able
No.
to. And of course,
Mm.
the mentoring and coaching who are there all around the clock. So can't beat that.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
absolutely. And some people have asked, when we've explained about the nature of it being marketing and being online and affiliate marketing, and they say, well, is it just another pyramid scheme? Are you recruiting people? Is it just the people at the top that are making money, and we're here,
Yeah.
doing X amount of hours or whatever? So what would you
Yeah.
say, or what do you tend to say if you're asked that sort of question?
Yeah. Yeah. It is a question that a lot of people do ask, isn't it? So you would have answered this question many times, and I've answered this question many times. It is not a pyramid scheme. That I can most definitely say that. I think in UK and in few other countries, in Western countries, pyramid scheme is not allowed. It's illegal or something, isn't it? So we can't do it. Our business is very legitimate. Like it's all taxable, and we all file our tax return at the end of every year. And in a pyramid scheme, again, like you said, you have to find people, and the people at the top keep earning more than what the people at the bottom make. But our system is completely different. It is difficult to put it shortly here, but we have like a patented compensation plan, which our affiliate company has patented. I don't think there's any other company in the world that has such a compensation plan. And because we do it online and our compensations are lucrative, it has the potential to have like a significant income stream. It's not a get rich quick scheme. We're not telling you like come and join us, you're gonna um, make a lot of money so soon. It requires some learning, it requires some effort
Yeah.
from your part, at least like 1 or 2 hours or how much ever you're able to do in a day. And yeah, but it has the potential to become like a significant income stream for you and your family. And it is network marketing, but it is definitely not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just to add to that, one of the other quite amazing points actually is that, as you quite rightly said, generally in a pyramid scheme, you've got the forefront, people on the forefront at the bottom in
Yeah,
huge numbers who are, trying to drum up all the customers or the sales. And
yeah,
essentially, they only get a very small piece of the pie. But in
yeah,
this scheme, in this program, there's actually the possibility of those people who have come in, most recently, so essentially at the
mm,
bottom level, so to say, because they're the new people, and they can actually exceed and overtake their
yeah,
mentors, isn't it, in terms of income?
yeah,
So, and I think that's really unique because it's literally just down to how much time and energy and effort you put into it,
yeah,
which is fair. It doesn't mean that the more you put in, you keep that gap and the person above you continues
yeah,
to rise. No, actually,
yeah,
you can overcome that. So
yeah,
yeah, it's fantastic, and I think it's very, very unique. So I think that's a great point. Fantastic. And I'm trying to remember now the last question. I think it was with regards to actually getting set up and the long-term sort of running and the amount of time, I guess, that you need to dedicate. We've touched on the fact that
mm,
it can be very flexible, but
yeah.
what would you say is maybe like the average amount of time that you might spend on it per week or so?
Yeah, we like you said, we touched on it. It is very flexible. You can spend how much ever time you're able to. What I do is like on average, it would be an hour a day at least. But there are days like, for example, Mondays can be really busy at work. This week, Monday was very busy, and I did not
You
do
say,
anything for this business. I just came home, had my dinner, and went to bed. So it is, but yeah, if I'm on my days off, I may spend a little bit more. So yeah, for anyone who's a busy parent or anyone who's already has a full-time job and is a busy professional, it is still doable because I'm doing it, you're doing it, Leandra, and all of them in our community are working parents. Most of them are working parents, or they have like little ones at home, isn't it? So
yeah,
it is very doable because of the nature of the business. It's very flexible, and you can find pockets of time during the day. Like sometimes during my lunch break, I may answer 1 or 2 messages. If the day was not busy at work, I'll come home and spend maybe half an hour. And if I have more time, I'll spend a bit more. So to answer your question, maybe an average an hour or hour and a half a day is what I put into this business.
amazing, amazing. And I'm sure most people can find an hour. I mean, a lot of people will say,
Yeah,
I just don't have time, I can't commit. But
yeah,
the beauty is that it doesn't have to be an hour or an hour and a half in a chunk.
no,
Like you said, maybe you might do a little bit before work, a little bit at lunchtime, a little bit afterwards, and you work it around your day. And maybe sacrifice scrolling or listening to YouTube music or whatever it is, and you'll be amazed at
yeah,
how much time you can free up.
yeah.
And I think actually you're a really good shining example to show that it doesn't need to be stressful because you've got such a calm nature about you.
Oh.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a doctor
Thank
in the
you.
house and she's so calm. She's also running an online business. She's also a mom, like doing such an incredible job. So it just goes to show
Oh,
if someone as busy as Dr. Dharani can, make this work, it's accessible to everyone. That's the beauty
yeah.
of it.
You said very
Amazing,
well
amazing.
there, Leandra, and thank you for your kind words. And don't forget about you, like you're a busy physiotherapist, mom of two kids, and you also have your property business as well, and you're doing this online business on top of it. Just like what you said, the time that people spend watching like box sets or scrolling aimlessly through social media, that's the time that you need to put in this business, and that is like more than sufficient. So you make the time that you do something for fun, you make it into a productive activity, like an income producing activity,
Yeah,
isn't it? So that's what we do
absolutely.
here. Mm,
Yeah, yeah. And you know, that's the greatest thing because it is enjoyable. It's not like you're
yeah,
going, I mean, I enjoyed going to university, but it's not like you're going to do a degree or going to do an evening course in something that you can't stand.
yeah,
You know, we've got such an interactive and eclectic
yeah,
community. We've got the training, we've got our meetings, you know, our
yeah,
online training as well, and you know, WhatsApp groups, so much going on, so much inspiration, and you know, it makes it enjoyable. You get so much motivation from working alongside so many people who are on exactly the same journey as you, right?
yeah,
So that
yeah,
definitely helps because you don't always get that in a lot of
yeah.
courses, in a lot of programs. So yeah, absolutely, it's great to be working alongside you.
Likewise. Yeah,
Fabulous. Well, thank you again so much for your time this evening. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that because we've delved into quite a few of the questions, very common questions that people first ask, you know, before they decide to make that step and to make that change. So, you know, we're both always available to speak to, you know, send us DMs, sign up for the free webinar because that goes into everything and explains, gives a really good overview of the whole business over 90 minutes. So a lot better than
yeah,
we can do in a short live. So most
yeah,
definitely, if you are interested to know more, just let us know. But that's it for now. So we'll let you guys all enjoy your evening and we'll catch you again soon.
yeah.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you
Dr.
very much for
Dharani.
having me, Leandra. Yeah, no worries. All right.
Absolute
Bye, everyone.
pleasure. Take care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.